speak more extemporaneously, which I guess when you Google it, that's what you do today, means without a lot of preparation. So that's not good, right? But so we're going to try to stick to a document today because there's so many people to thank. If I miss anyone, I'm very sorry. I appreciate everyone here and what you've done. This has been a huge project and we're very excited to have you here. So, I'm Gus Leviak, President and Chief Operating Officer of Krasdale Foods. I am thrilled to finally be together to officially commemorate the start of this landmark solar installation that will be the largest in the Bronx and one of the largest in the 5 boroughs of New York City. When completed, the solar installation will be over 2.7 million watts and generate over 3 million kilowatt hours of solar electricity annually, offsetting more than 5 million pounds of carbon dioxide. We're extremely proud to contribute to helping the environment with this project. It has often been said, it takes a village. In the case of this project, it feels like it took an army of extremely dedicated people representing Krasdale, the New York City Economic Development Corporation, PowerFlex, Center Solar, Centimark, our roofing contractor, Con Edison, and various professionals that have been engaged by Krasdale to move this mountain. Before I recognize several individuals directly involved on the project, I wanted to mention that we are fortunate to have several publicly elected officials with us today. Bronx Borough President, Ruma Diaz Jr. New York City Council Member, Rafael Salamanca. And Assembly Member, Amanda Septimo. I knew I was going to mess that up, I'm sorry. Very gracious of you, thank you. When this momentous project was just an idea based on engaging EDC regarding a lease extension, we reached out to the Borough President Diaz and Council Member Salamanca to obtain their input and guidance. On separate occasions, both of them came down to our facility, met with our management, and toured our distribution center, talking with selectors, high-low operators, and supervisors. They took the opportunity to get a feel for the fabric of our organization and talk with the employees that contribute to helping Krasdale operate on a daily basis. They also called EDC on our behalf. We are fortunate that both of them could make time in their busy schedules to join us today, and it's actually 3 of them, and each of them will be talking a little later in our program. We have numerous members of the New York City Economic Development Corporation here with us today, including the president of the EDC, Rachel Loeb. Thank you, President Loeb, and your organization for supporting this project. I'm gonna wait for the jet to pass by. The FAA wouldn't clear the space for us, so. All right. Thank you, President Loeb, and your organization for supporting this project, which enables us to continue operating in the Bronx and affirms the city's mission to create clean energy. The project could not have been completed without the involvement of Sabrina Littman, Tracy Bell, and Malia Tesk from EDC. In addition, we are joined by Saren Choi, who is no longer with the EDC but played an integral role over the last 3 years in making this a reality. I cannot tell you how many times I heard Saren's name during the work with the EDC on this project. Saren really got the momentum going on this project. Thank you, Saren. Also with us is Kevin McCarty from GEI. He is here with us, and he has been working with the city and Krasdale on various issues for over 15 years and has always been extremely thoughtful and considerate during our initiatives together. Thank you. Our outside attorneys, George Duke and James Ward from Brown, Duke, and Fogel are here today. Greg Brown lives upstate and could not join us today, but I did want to recognize him for all his help on the project. Thank you, George, James, and Greg, for your work on the agreements related to this project. Keith Brodock from Integral Consulting helped us clear some obstacles on the project as we inched closer to the finish line, and we appreciate his help. The President and CEO of EDF Renewables, North America for PowerFlex, Tristan Grimbert, is here, along with several other representatives of PowerFlex. Kevin Purdy is unable to join us today. However, I wanted to mention that this project would not have been possible without his dedication, extreme patience, answering every possible question, and I mean every possible question, that we came up with as we tried to move forward. He even brought an 8-foot solar panel to our office in White Plains. The very same panel that is with us today. Thank you, Kevin, Tristan, and the whole PowerFlex team for your work on this project. We have a saying that's in our organization, it's become somewhat trendy over the last couple of years. We are Krasdale. It embodies everything we do, from the owners of our organization, the employees, the independent groceries, including our Seatown Bravo name banners, and many more, that purchase groceries from us, and the consumers that they sell to, that shop their stores. And this project is no different. It took a team of Krasdalians to get it completed. I want to thank the Chief Executive Officer of Krasdale Foods, Charles Krasny, and his son, President of Alpha One Marketing, Thatcher Krasny, for their support and guidance through this project. Thatcher, you out there? All right. Our Chief Financial Officer, Tom Cunningham, Chief Legal Officer, Howie Jacobs, General Manager of this facility, Ike Kramer, and the Facilities Manager, Charlie Sepulveda. We all worked together to make sure we covered every issue we could possibly think of throughout the course of this project. It truly was a Krasdalian effort. Krasdale has been fortunate to operate in the Bronx for over 100 years. It's actually 113 years we were discussing. At this location since 1970. While other wholesalers have fled and moved to non-union facilities in other states, we have remained committed to the Bronx. When we discuss our business, we could not ever see ourselves operating anywhere else but right here. This project cements our commitment to remain in the Bronx for decades to come. This is our home. We are Krasdale. So, I'd like to, if I could, bring up Rachel Loeb from the New York City Economic Development Corporation to say a few words.